Pospisil Painting has been in business for over a half a century. And when Cliff Moling bought the company over a decade ago, he relied on the business systems developed by the prior ownership for running his business. But when the economy went into a recession, Cliff knew that he needed more than a solid reputation to continue his success. So Cliff brought in the experts at GPS to give him the guidance he needed to remain a prosperous business in the years ahead. What are the insights you gained from the business analysis?
I think the most important thing that we learned and some insight on ourselves is, things that we were not doing that everybody knows they should be doing when they're running a business, and kind of reinforce that. And by discussing that with them, we've put a little more sense of urgency on those things that we need to be doing, especially when there's a little downturn in business and the economy. We recently had a project that didn't do very well, and so their timing was kind of interesting in the sense that I was at a point where I've got to make some decisions and not let that happen again, and put those tools in place. And sometimes as a small business owner, we struggle with time to do those things, and we know what needs to be done, but sometimes need some guidance and some help, and to get those processes started and put in place.
Cliff, how did the consultants help you improve your business operations?
Well, Tom, the first thing our consultant Wayne did when he got here was spend some time interviewing our employees and really finding out about us and how we do our business. The first thing we tried to tackle was to fine-tune our estimating system, to introduce some productivity measures into that system so that we could have some accountability with our foreman in the field. We really lacked that piece. We were just kind of guessing and going by our gut when we were trying to bill our projects and percent completion. So that tool gives us a measuring tool on a weekly basis if we need to watch our productivity, know whether we're on budget or off budget, and hold our foreman and our people accountable for the production rates. And it gives us feedback for our estimates, and it also gives us a tool for our accounting department to bill accurately and in a timely manner. And we know exactly where we're at on a project any given week, rather than waiting toward the end of the project, seeing if we made some money or not made some money. So it's been a great tool for us on that.
How did the consultants help you create a productivity-based compensation plan?
Well, when we first tackled our estimating program and refined that, we added a productivity measure to the estimate, which allows us to make adjustments here in the office. That also created a tool that we could use to give to our foremen and our people in the field so that they knew up front what the goals were for the project. That created an accountability factor for them from the production standpoint. It also gives them the incentive, or from that plan, we created the incentive plan that when they bring projects in under budget, the extra profit goes into the incentive plan pool, and based on the employees' evaluations, they have the ability to earn additional compensation from that incentive plan. So even by bringing on extra workers when we have high demand, they can see that benefit as well early on, and we have the ability to increase our productivity right from the start, even with new people. So that's not only been positive for the companies on the profit picture, but also it creates that drive and that motivation for the employee to earn more, because they know that that incentive plan's there and they have a direct impact on that.
Cliff, how did you benefit from the financial reporting system the consultants put in place for you?
Tom, when we reevaluated our estimating program and put together some tools to monitor our productivity, we had just come off a project where we didn't do very well, and we really didn't know that until the end of the project. So by having the reporting tools, we can really monitor projects on a weekly, bi-weekly basis and know whether we're on budget or off budget, need to make some changes. But that was the important part of that. And when the economy is a little bit tougher, we really can't afford to lose money on a project. So it forced us into a mode where we can really watch things on a weekly basis and know where we're at and how we're doing.
How do the consultants help you get ready for the upswing in the economy?
Tom, I think when we were forced to look at our estimating and our productivity tools that we really didn't have in place, and we put those tools in place, it helps us manage our business better when work is a little bit lean and the economy is a little slow. But it's also put a plan in place that when things pick up, like we've seen recently, we've got the tools in place to really manage our people and our business to a higher level and maintain control of things. Because so many times when we are busy, we forget about a lot of things and we feel like we're losing control. So I think the plans that we have in place and the tools we have in place will allow us to maintain that control, both on a financial side and our employees' productivity and their incentive plan.
Cliff, what would you say to a business owner who's considering using our analytical and consulting services to improve his business?
Tom, I think one of the most important things is you have to look at it as an investment in your company. Not different from purchasing a piece of equipment that helps productivity. You're investing in your company to help productivity and profitability and create a greater team and an overall better running company. And that's going to give you time to run your company the way you need to run it, spend time with your family when you need to spend time with your family, and have fun outside of work as well. The second important item is you've really got to be committed to the change. It's only an expensive process if you don't commit to that change and don't implement that change. Being committed helps you follow through and get things done to build your team and to make the changes in the company so that you can improve the profitability and productivity of your people.
Cliff, describe to me what your business was like before you brought in our consulting team and how it has changed for the better today.
Before we had the consultant come in, we probably operated like a lot of business, kind of flew by the seat of our pants and didn't really have a plan or a plan for growth and profit. And when things were good, when there was plenty of work, things were fine. But when we have a downturn in the economy or work slows up, we really see a need to increase our performance and to try to do better. And after our work with the consultant and we put our tools in place and our plan in place, and we've got a sales rep now that is bringing in new business, and we're better managed and controlled, and we have a focus now and goals to achieve. And I think that focus has motivated our employees to do a better job, and they see the incentive plan, and we've got that drive again to do well. And I think as an owner, you have that responsibility factor for taking care of your people and making sure that they succeeded and their families are comfortable. And that's important to us and to building the team. And I think that plan in place where we've got goals to achieve and bringing in new business will help the company grow and help everyone succeed.